EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions.
Okay.
The first of 3 on this Thanksgiving. Glad to have you along on this.
Okay, I need to hear this right here, so I need you guys quiet. You're on my time now.
Chance to return this one through the end zone.
For the boys, not you. Sabrina will go to the store right now. Make sure you have what you need. I don't need anything else.
Here's first and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play.
This one intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Williams going to throw on the first play. Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Watkins motioning over. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Williams in motion. He'll look to throw. This is Chronicle 2. To the goal line and in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Joseph's extra point up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Williams now to throw. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That's a short pickup to about the 47. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On first down, it's Swift. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. The motion man is Johnson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Finding space at the 15. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 on this Thanksgiving Day. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold.
You guys are down here. You gotta be quiet.
I'm down for myself.
I know. You just stay down here till Sabrina comes back if you want to. I know.
On the give, it's Swift. He's to the 10.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Okay. Good night.
3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going the wrong
Take the
way.
damn field.
Back at the 7.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That is catch number 60 for the season.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Third and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Now Swift. A second effort, and he is in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Rodrigo Blankenship on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Third and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Detroit.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold them to a gain of just 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes Greg Joseph and the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, we'll keep this one on the ground. He's going to have a Bears 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Line 7.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter.
He's brought down at the 31. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd
A play fake. Now Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Odunze, the one he was looking now it's going to be third down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Chicago.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the sideline, he's got more. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Working free downfield, it is Williams. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, The receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes Greg Joseph and the field goal unit. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Lions will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well set up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. Third down, 3 to go. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. A gain there of 15. First down, Detroit.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll run with Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now, faking the give. That is caught. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Lions. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Williams to throw on second down. This will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Moore going in motion. On third down, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bears send out their punt team. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. We're on to the fourth on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They face second down and 7. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll run with Swift. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They need one right now. Third and long. Back to throw. Now, deep shot for Omfl. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Lions will punt this ball away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Going for it all. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's second and 3 to go. A run here with Smith. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
This crowd into it now. as we get to third down. Here's Williams. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Second and 7. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Here comes 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On the give, it's Swift.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up if they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
A run on 1st and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. Now, 1st and goal.
That's good for the Lions.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 41 yards.
All right, listen, Mike, there's just certain guys in this league that just have better arm talent than others, and this is a perfect example why. Not every quarterback in the NFL can make this throw, and man, that was impressive.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.